This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to kind of a blah week weather-wise, which is very typical sometimes of, I was going to say early December, but I guess you better call it mid-December. Not a lot of storm systems heading this way, but not enough gap between storm systems to really clear our skies out. So let's get to it. I gave you a lot of headlines there. And here we go. So, hey, good morning, Karen Greenfeld from Plymouth, and good morning, Tim Hall from Central Florida, and Bill Clairvoyant. I like that last name, Clairvoyant. Good morning to you. Okay, so here is the radar. And some areas of lake effect falling northwest lower around Gaylord and Kalkaska and Charlevoix. Also up across UP, but otherwise conditions are dry. Now, what we're looking at here, I'll help you get a perspective. The far right side of your screen is the U.S. West Coast. So you're looking at the Pacific, and what you're seeing is 3 storm systems lined up, and that's my theory on where we're going to have weak storm systems coming across the middle part of the country every couple of days here for the next 10 days. That means they can bring us little bouts of precipitation, but probably nothing that builds into a blockbuster storm system. All right, now, talking about blockbuster storm systems, we'll look at our model, our favorite model out into the long term, the European. But what's interesting is the U.S. model called the GFS did quite well in this last storm system, and I would say both models, the GFS and the European, were off just slightly about 10 miles. One too warm, the GFS, one too cold, the European, but still pretty close, and we're talking 4 or 5 days out. We were able to give you a good feel of what it was going to be like. So here we go. Today, that lake effect will die off in the northern part of the state. No precipitation in the southern part of the state. And as we go into Tuesday, no precipitation across lower Michigan. We hope to see some off and on sunshine, and we should. I would call it occasionally partly sunny tomorrow. Then we go into Wednesday, and a large storm will be forming on the East Coast. If you're heading that way, they could have a snowstorm in places. They will have a snowstorm in places, so watch that. Of course, I guess we're not really supposed to talk about anybody traveling, but I'm doing the weather as if you need to know somewhere that you may be going. And I don't endorse anything as far as travel. I'm just giving you the weather, and you figure out if you should travel. And those of you that don't think anybody should travel, you hammer on them if you think they're going to travel. I'm going to stick to weather, okay? So Wednesday evening, the southeast might be glanced by some light snow, less than an inch. Hey, Patrice Potler, thank you for listening. Julie Robinson, we're going to get to that on Christmas here. Okay, so a pretty quiet week. Now we're into Friday, and we're into Saturday. That's a cold front coming through, and ahead of it a southwesterly wind and a little bit of warm up. I'll show that to you in a second. Let's go out toward Christmas. We're at 21st, 22nd. There's another one of those weak little storm systems. They're taking the northern track for this week. And then we're ending at the 23rd, the evening of the 23rd. Hey, good morning, Camaro. And Joe Elaine, we're right there. So for Christmas Day, everything's been showing. I like to look at the ensemble version of the models, and that is where we run 31 different iterations and average them all together. It gives you a better feel and average what's going to happen in the long term. I would say that Christmas does not look bizarre temperature-wise. It looks near normal, which is low 30s, southern lower, upper 20s, northern lower, and the UP. I would say it should be 5 degrees either side of that. Nothing bizarrely cold, nothing bizarrely warm the way it looks right now. And it does look like there's a storm system around for at least the potential for some accumulating snow. And if it's in the mid to upper 30s in the south, There might also be some rain mixed in there. So that's the first look at Christmas right now. Now, let's go back to temperatures. And high temperatures for today. We're going to be pretty wintry this week. Far southeast, Detroit, Ann Arbor, you're at 35. Then you get to 30-ish for Grand Rapids and the Thumb and Flint and Saginaw. And low 30s in the north and 20s and teens across the UP. And Tuesday's probably the coldest day of the week with high temperatures not hitting freezing in most spots. And then we start to stair step up just a little bit. Hey, Kyle Lowry, sing it for us. I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. We watched that movie here in this past week or so. Sat down and watched it good and hard. The early version, the Bing Crosby one. Quite a plot to that one. Wednesday in the low 30s. Thursday, low to mid 30s. Friday, upper 30s, 37-ish, pretty common in a lot of places in the southern half of lower Michigan. And then Saturday, we're looking at temperatures maybe near 40 degrees ahead of the cold front. And Sunday, not too cold either. And I'll finish it up with the extended forecast. So this is from the Climate Prediction Center. And what you're seeing here is you're seeing the 6 to 10 day temperature forecast on the left. And we have about a 70% or better, 80% chance of warmer than normal conditions. That would be December 19th to 23rd. And then precipitation looks to be near normal to maybe slightly above normal. Then we go 8 to 14 day forecast, December 21st to 27th, still favoring warmer than normal conditions. Joe Narwat, blizzard anytime soon? No, not for us. Hey, good morning, Erica Lockard and Bridget Hernan and Tom Smitty. Thanks for watching. Let's see. And then let's go to the 3 to 4 week forecast. That takes us from December 26th to January 9th. And that also favors warmer than normal conditions. And remember, when we're talking about this, we're talking warmer than normal, not warm. So let's take January 1st. Your average high southern lower is down to about 30 at that point. Northern lower, upper 20s, UP mid 20s. Warmer than normal means 35, maybe 40 degrees. Southern lower, if we have no snow on the ground and we get warmer than normal, 40 to 43, maybe a 45 at the southern border. So right now, it looks blah and wintry for the week with a slight lean toward being warmer than normal. That's about it. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Hey, holding strong, 555 of us. Thank you for joining me, and please hit the share button all through the week. I need to remind you early in the broadcast, ask you, beg you, if you could share that early in the broadcast so new folks can join in with us. Let's try to make that a goal for me and you this week. Let's get new folks joining in. So take care. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great Monday.